Narrated Abu Salama bin Abdurrahman radiallahu ta'ala anhu, Abu Huraira radiallahu ta'ala anhu said, I heard Allah Apostle sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wasallam saying, the reward of a person in congregation is 25 times greater than that of a prayer offered by a person alone. The angels of the night and the angels of the day gather at that time of Fajr prayer. Abu Huraira radiallahu ta'ala anhu added, recite the holy book if you wish, for indeed the recitation of the Quran in the early dawn is ever witnessed. Narrated Abdullah bin Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu, the reward of the congregational prayer is 27 times greater than that of the prayer offered by a person alone. Narrating Salim radiallahu ta'ala anhu, I heard Ad-Darda radiallahu ta'ala anhu saying, Abu Ad-Darda entered the house in an angry mood. I said to him, what makes you angry? He replied, by Allah, I do not find the followers of the Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam doing those good things which they used to do before, except the offering of congregational prayer. This happened in the last day of Abu Darda during the rules of Uthman. Narrated Abu Musa radiallahu ta'ala anhu, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, the people who get tremendous reward for the prayer and those who are farthest away from the mosque, and then those who are next farthest, and so on. Similarly, one who waits to pray with the Imam has greater reward than one who prays and goes to bed. Narrated Abu Huraira radiallahu ta'ala anhu, Allah Apostle sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wasallam said, while a man was going on a way, he saw a thorny branch and removed it from the way, and Allah became pleased with his action and forgave him for that. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, 5 are martyrs: one who dies of plague, one who dies of an abdominal disease, one who dies of drowning, one who is buried alive and dies, and one who is killed in Allah's cause. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam further said, if the people knew the reward for pronouncing the Adhan and for standing in the first row in the congregational prayer, and found no other way to get it except by drawing lots, they would do so. And if they knew the reward of offering Dhuhr prayer earlier in the stated time, they would race for it. And if they knew the reward for Isha and Fajr prayers in congregation, they would attend them even if they were to crawl. Narrated Humayd, Anas radiallahu ta'ala anhu said, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, O Bani Salima, don't you think that for every step of yours that you take towards the mosque, there is a reward while coming for prayer? Narrated Mujahid radiallahu ta'ala anhu, regarding Allah's statement, we record that which they have sent before them and their traces. Their traces means their steps. And Anas radiallahu ta'ala said that the people of Bani Salima wanted to ship to a placed near the Prophet ﷺ, but Allah Apostle ﷺ disliked the idea of leaving their houses uninhabited and said, "Don't you think that you will get the reward for your footprints?" Mujahid said, "Their footprints mean their footsteps and their going on foot." Narrated Abu Huraira radiallahu ta'ala anhu, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "No prayer is harder for the hypocrites than the Fajr and the Isha prayers. And if they knew the reward for these prayers at their respective times, they would certainly present themselves in the mosque even if they had to crawl." The Prophet ﷺ added, "Certainly I decided to order the muaddin, call maker, to pronounce akama, and order a man to lead the prayer, and then take a fire flame to burn all those who had not left their houses so far for the prayer along with their houses." Narrated Malik bin Mawarid radiallahu ta'ala anhu, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said to two persons, "Whenever the prayer time becomes due, you should pronounce Adhan and then Akama, and the older of you should lead the prayer." Narrated Abu Huraira radiallahu ta'ala anhu, Allah Apostle sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "The angels keep on asking for Allah's blessing and forgiveness for any one of you as long as he is at his musalla praying place and does not do hadat, passes wind." The angels say, "O Allah, forgive him and be merciful to him. Each one of you is in the prayer as long as he is waiting for the prayer, and nothing but the prayer detains him from going to his family." Narrated Abu Huraira radiallahu ta'ala anhu, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Allah will give shade to 7 on the day when there will be no shade but His." These 7 persons are: number 1, a just ruler; number 2, a youth who have been brought up in the worship of Allah, worships Allah sincerely from childhood; number 3, a man whose heart is attached to the mosque to pray the compulsory prayers in the mosque in the congregation; number 4, 2 persons who love each other only for the sake of Allah, and they meet and part in Allah's cause only; number 5, a man who refuses the call of charming women of noble birth of illicit intercourse with her and say, "I am afraid of Allah." Number 6, a man who gives charitable gifts so secretly that his left hand does not know what his right hand has given. Number 7, a person who remembers Allah in seclusion and his eyes are then flooded with tears. Narrated Humayd radiallahu ta'ala anhu, Anas radiallahu ta'ala anhu was asked, "Did Allah Apostle wear a ring?" He said yes. Once he delayed the Isha prayer till midnight, and after the prayer he faced us and said, "The people prayed and have slept, and you remained in the prayer as long as you waited for it." Anas radiallahu ta'ala anhu added, "As if I were just now observing the glitter of his ring." Narrated Abu Huraira radiallahu ta'ala anhu, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wa alihi wasallam said, Allah will prepare for him who goes to the mosque every morning and in the afternoon for the congregational prayer an honorable place in the paradise with good hospitality for what he has done every morning and afternoon goings.